Hey everybody, I'm back and we are going to do whatever it tells us to do next. Alright, so it's also a great way to keep up how much time I got left. I probably won't be able to talk too much after this because I've been talking too much this morning. And it's cold and it's dry. The cat kept shocking me. I was sitting down watching some poacher videos and my midnight came up and wanted to jump on my computer basically and cuddle up to me, so it was cool. We had some bonding time, but she kept shocking me every time she moved. It's like, stop moving. All right, for this part, we're going to be having D. So that's E. Here's D, B, and D again. So B, beady. I just thought, oh my gosh, they were talking about Buck Rogers this morning on Mark's channel, and I said beady. If you don't know what that is, you need to watch Buck Rogers. And then the funny episode where it had the girl Twiggy, I guess Twicky, whatever you want to call her. I don't know what she was called now. You go bitty. She go booty. Oh, that's so funny. All right, we got the 7 from here. Yeah. I think I started watching that again. I have it on DVD. I started watching it again because Gil Gerard died, and I was like, oh no. I was very upset about that because I was thinking, wouldn't it be great? I heard they're doing a new Buck Rogers, and wouldn't it be great if he straight up on it like Buster Crabbe did on the original Buck Rogers? That would be fantastic. But it ain't gonna happen unless they've already filmed it. I forgot to get cough drops yesterday. I knew I forgot something. All right. I got 11 and 14 on the sides here. Why are they making them diagonal like that? All right, 11 and 14. So 11's over here. Oh, it's not like a big deal. Like, and 14 is down here. I got black cat hair all over me too now I think about it. Alright. Yep, I do. I got cat hair. It's like something's in front of me. I can't see it. It's fuzzy black cat hair. Man, I got cat hair all over me. Forgot to get headphones. I could be listening to music right now. She's in there eating, and I decided, you know what? I need to get back in here and get to it. I want to get this built because I'm really excited about it. Oh, no, be careful. This is where it gets a little hard because you're trying to get that one little piece, that nub out of there. There you go. Sometimes it just helps to have like a blade or something so you can just scoop it out. I got scissors, but all right, is there any pieces left over on this? I don't think there's any major pieces. All right, let's see what we got here. We got, I don't know which one's 11, but I think it's only going to go one way. It says to do 14 first, so we'll do 14 first. Okay, because it goes into that part and it provides the point for that part. Yeah, you want to get rid of any of the stubble because it will get in there and keep the piece from being like really nicely tightly fit. I feel like there should have been some kind of paint color there, that part in the middle. But whatever, we will be okay. That's one of his fins that goes on his back. Or shoulder. But I don't know which one. Oh, we still got some more pieces to put on. And then, I guess, according to the picture, it says right shoulder. But we got a few more. I thought this was, they were going to do one, then two, and then put them on. But So it's this and then some more pieces. So we got E6, I forgot what E is. G is jello. O is red. Blood is thicker than water. And never mind. E, and M. All right, E's are over here. That's right. M. I don't think I've used the M yet. All right, E6. It looks like it's that part right there. It's just going to spin right out of there. That's the piece that should go off right there. Okay, I'm not 100% sure. Looking at the picture, yeah, I got a lot to clean off on that thing. I just heard it say Bluetooth. Now, I thought it was crazy. I was like, I keep hearing a robot voice. I'm not sure why it's saying Bluetooth. Is the chip loose in it? Okay, I thought I was crazy this morning. I kept on hearing some kind of robot voice. It is my thing. I heard it clearly that time say Bluetooth. Yeah, yep. All right, the outside doesn't matter as much. Wait. There's a piece that goes in between because there's M goes first. Jello, B, A, I, this, and then these letters are K, K. M is red. Oh, okay, Mored. I had to remember Mored. Okay, M13. There we go. Maybe it is a smart device, and I keep saying a word that makes it think I want to use Bluetooth. I hope not. I don't like having too many smart devices around here. Or just smart Alex. Let me file it down. It's too close to cut it. Alright, so this goes on first, and it goes like this, and then we put on the E6. So it just provides a little thing there. I might definitely need to glue that, put some glue glaze on that. And then there's one piece that goes on here. It is back to E. We use the same E sprue since there's two E sprues. No, that's D. It's E. It's the same color though. And what letter is it? It's E1. It's right here. I just realized this one had a thing on it, a file. Oops. All right. It's one of the situations where I wish I had like the glasses you see like watchmakers use. They have really small extra like binoculars on there. And it's going to take a lot of shaving, so I need to go ahead and cut it. That looks pretty good. All right, let's try that. Okay, it's going to go down and... I'm going to go back and try one more time to see if there's anything I didn't get. So I'm beginning to think this is a bootleg because there's a lot of, I don't know, it seems like it's not as clean as the other ones I've built of other kits. And you know, they do make knockoffs of these things, so, and you get what you pay for. Boy, do you pay for it. For all the extra work. All right, so right here, this one is the left shoulder. Here we go, like that. That's why I didn't want to put the head on yet, because I knew there was some more we had to do. I just wasn't sure what. All right, now the right shoulder, same pieces, different sprues. We're gonna start with the D's. You know, D's right here. All right. We're gonna isolate that piece right there. So cut right here, cut right here, cut right here, and cut right here. All right, so the D's are done. Now I got the song Super Freak in my head for some reason. Did I say something that made me think of Super Freak? Maybe I said, she's all right, when I said, it's all right. Yeah. Whereas when I hear Super Freak, I think of Can't Touch It. I forgot I had glasses. I was trying to scratch my eye. All right, let's pop it. Get that sprue into the cup. When I was taking the break, I also cleaned out my plate and the little sprue cup over here. Okay. Well, that one came out clean. The radius isn't that bad, so you don't have to worry about it. This one's actually angled a little bit more. There we go. All right, you got the white piece to get, which is the B. Sorry about that. Like I said, I've been up since 3 a.m. and I've almost rolled everyone back to sleep. I was like, no, I gotta check the temperature. And when I checked the temperature, it hasn't been updated since 10:30. I was like, what's going on? And I went to find out that the internet was completely out. And when I called the company, it says that they either sent emails to people, whoever reads those emails from Focus Broadband, really, honestly do not read them, because they're usually about getting tickets to go to football games. I'm like, I don't give a crap. So yeah, you need to send us text. I mean, I would see the text and probably like, reminder, you know, tomorrow morning you won't have internet until 5 a.m. Oh, the internet didn't come on until 6:30 this morning. So usually I don't mind doing, you know, guarding, because I had to run the washing machine, flush the toilet a few extra times, run drip faucet here, drip faucet. I got bathroom shower, bathroom sink, kitchen sink, toilet, and the washing machine are all water taps inside. I have to be careful about not to let them freeze up. You know, get up every 5 minutes or whatever and check on, make sure they're okay. But I didn't know what the temperature was, and I was like, I don't think it's 33, because it's supposed to be colder than that. I didn't ever do what the temperature was, because then when I tried my phone app, it was one to update, and it can only update if it's on Wi-Fi. So I was like, oh my gosh, this is ridiculous. I can't check the weather either place. All right, make sure I got it all the way tight. All right, we got this wing built. Now we got the M piece, M14, which is way over here. What was this again? Oh, it's just that one little piece, but there's so much you got to shave off of this. See, that's the hard part when you're doing smaller pieces, because you don't know what part is actually part of the model kit and what part you need to shave off. Wait a minute, hold on. MPs goes first. Goes like this, doesn't it? Oh, okay, I got it backwards. I was about to say, it's not fitting. All right, here we go, like this. All right, now the second part is E, D, E. Use the other one probably, because there's two E's. There's the one's for one side and one's for the other. Here it is, E6. You sink my battleship. See, back in the day, I would actually do model kits over several days. Not any problem with that, because I just put it, this one, well, it came with a box, but you just put the model kit back in the box, and then when you got time for another day, you just finish it up. So I don't know how long it really takes to build on these, so I thought I'll do the whole thing on video. And if anybody actually wants to watch this. I may also answer the question, how long does it take to build them? Because I don't know. I don't sit there and time myself. I just only do it in one day normally. But I'm eager to see how cool this figure is, because I love Mega Man. I have two Mega Man figures, Drill Man and Mega Man, from some modern cartoon that I've never seen, but I was like, okay, I'll get it. Our E1. It's just the Drill Man looks really cool. And there it is. And he's a Drill Man, Mega Man with a Drill Man part. Something called, I want to say Fusion Mega Man. Something, I don't know. I've never heard of it. I watched one of the cartoons on the YouTube, actually. I looked it up and I was like, oh, they got the cartoons on YouTube. It's definitely not for me. I just like Mega Man since I was a kid, because back in the day, my friend Sputnik had the Nintendo and I did not. But I played at his house, and when he got Mega Man, I was like, oh, that is so adorable. And he blinks his little eyes while he's waiting. Like when he's standing still, he just blinks his little eyes. He's got a personality, like he's real. That was so cool. It was a lot of fun too. I'm just saying, like, there's little things like that. And then later on when Sega had the little, Sonic would just sit there and tap his toe waiting for you to do something. And you're like taking a break for a second, not pausing it. He's like, come on, I'm just sitting here doing nothing. This one doesn't, stupid cat hairs, my gosh. All right, so got that wing done. This reminds me of V Gundam with the V fin. It goes off his back. Except it's not yellow, but it's definitely very V Gundam like. So you see how the bird, the Falcon looks, the beak and everything? All right. Okay, we got that much done. All right, what's next? The shoulder pads, I guess. Okay, so you do this twice is what it's saying, the X2. I thought it meant the X2, like this is Gundam, not Gundam, Mega Man X. And it's like, you can make this for the X2 version. I'm like, what? All right. Actually, we're doing the non-buster hand, it seems like. We're just putting together hands, period. So we need the PVC parts. And we need the red parts, which looks, it reminds me of Getter Robo hands for some reason. I have this Getter Robo 12-inch G.I. Joe, basically, with the outfit of Getter Robo 1. So we got Mate, M8, and then M20. Those are two pieces that go together. There's 20, and there's 8. Lots of pieces here to do. I really don't like how Gundams lately have been cheaping out and putting like you can choose one hand or the other, but if you want to change hands, you're going to have to take out the, like, what? Just, you got to take the little back of the hand things. They didn't give enough for all the hands to just, it's just weird. It's like, why are you making it so cheap? It's just a teeny little piece of plastic that goes on the back of the hand. You guys are going to put one in there for the left and one for the right. All right, that was number 8 and number 20 go together. I know what you're saying. Why even do this? Because it gives you a little bit more leverage in there for one thing. It's not for the neatness factor. It's just getting those in there. It's almost impossible. I think I'll just do one hand and then skip the rest of them because, wait, there's a left and a right fist? All right, we'll just do one of each hand and then I'll go ahead and continue on. Because honestly, for now, I don't need a bunch of hands. I just want to build the Gundam, the model kit. All right, first off, you got to put the polycap in. Polycap number 2, which they're mostly 2. It goes into this part first. Hold on, it goes into this part. Oh, I'm like looking for the little, usually there's like a little, like a female port, and these usually have male ports, but no, this is just a ball joint. See, what's weird is the PC2 on here has a bigger lip, like the PC1s. Down here, the PC2, that's what I got, but the PC1 has a bigger lip on it. See that? All right, well, I'm not going to worry too much about it. Okay. Plus, I'm thinking while I'm laying these down, they're just going to roll all over the place, so. All right, so I'm just gonna make the left hand the right hand and put it over to the side because I'm gonna make the arms and voice is going. All right, we're gonna do the M19 and the M7, so it's the other grip hands. I've been talking too much already this morning. I think Midnight's still in here. She's the only one in here. All right, polycap number 2 goes in first, and it goes in the big hole right here. And there's the hand. And then we'll work on the arms, and I may get back to the other hands, but not right now because I just realized I was like, I don't want these rolling around. I mean, they're. All right, let's work on the shoulders. So we got E, K, E. So here's the E. E3 and E4. Well, but now we know what it is. E3 and E4 right there beside each other, and they'll cut off the E from the rest of them, but I think we're already down to where we can kind of go from there. And then K5 right over here. It's already separated from the one thing. Hurting my fingers. I think my fingers are just starting to hurt in general from building model kits a lot this week. Not just today, but I was building the cars the other day and some other things. Ugh. Okay, I didn't want to cut into that like I did, but hopefully this won't be showing too much. I don't remember ever having this many times I got to cut it and then file it. A lot of pieces right there. Like, look at that. It's really small. I need to get a razor, like an X-Acto knife in here, and help out with these like really tight places like that. I can't quite get it to with the fingernail clippers, even with the small ones. All right. I don't want to chaw it. I don't want to mess it up by getting too much nips off of it. So I can do better with this one. Maybe get it from the frame. Get it with the big ones. It's in a tight spot right there. Nope, still got some pieces off of it. There's a lot of bottom like connectivity that didn't. You don't see a lot of that normally. Like a lot of those extra down pieces, that's just not normal. Oops. Maybe it won't matter as much. Let's see. That'll be the shoulder. Oh, that's going to be in the way. And it's like hard to get into. That's where you need an X-Acto knife right there, because it's too tight for fingernail clippers. All right, here's the piece. And then we got this piece goes on this side. Is there a special way this goes? Doesn't appear to be. Doesn't give me a little direction saying, watch out, there's something about this. All right, and then upside down. Yeah, dagnabbit. Those pieces are right there. Okay, so you're gonna have to get the file in there, and the back came off nice though. But that right there, definitely keeping it apart. Oh, you know what I haven't been to in a long time, and usually right after Christmas they got 118 figures, is the what is it called? It's like a tractor store, something like that. It's down at the west end of Salute. Tractor Supply. This would be a good time to go there for that stuff. Maybe they'll have some fantasy figures left over from Christmas. Okay. Let's see if I got it tight. You gotta have it trimmed closer than I had it trimmed, and that is again the hard to get to places. Right, let's see if I got it right this time. All right. I'm just going to make do with that. I am going to do some sandpaper. I just saw some while ago. Where did I see it? I think it's in the drawer, the top drawer in there. All right, so that's one shoulder. You got to create another one using the same pieces off of a different sprue. So here's the other E. And then the other K. There's two K's and there's two E's, so they got, you know, left and right pieces basically. Yeah, this one's not that big of a deal, but maybe that's what I should do, is just go in there and cut it with this, since it's a nice straight shot. Can't hurt. I could try it. These seem to be pretty nice and sharp. There's still going to be a bottom thing on there just because of the way the model kit was actually made. See the way it's made, it's still going to be a bottom part because it's made like that. Gotta figure out how to do that. So I wonder who the original maker of this kit is, because this has got to be a knockoff. There we go. Maybe actually clip it inside of it. See if that helps out. There, that blue piece was getting stuck in there. Here's the part that you have to be really careful about. All right. I get rid of this one. That right there. Man, it goes like inside too. Right. You're like, you spend so much on those, you're probably thinking, look at my fingernails going, man, you spend more on those than your real fingernails. Like, yeah, I don't want my fingernails to be pretty. Although it does drive me crazy, like if I see something under my fingernails, like, you know, after you scratch your back or something, you get dead skin cells on there. But that's really easy. You just clean them out with the other fingernails, like pop. All right, that's about as good as I'm gonna get for that piece. Might, you know, you can always add some model cement, and then I hate to do it when you're removing parts, but then it would, if it bothers you, if that's going to be showing, I don't know. All right, let's see if we can get an arm done before we get done. All right, we got, so we did 2 of the shoulders. I am getting thirsty. I-14, I-13. Looks like these are elbow joints. Whoa. I-13, I-14. Diamonds are way over here. All right, so I-13, I-14 are these 2 pieces. Now, is it trying to say the I-13 or I-14? goes into I-12 or I-11, and they go opposite ways. So if you're going to use 14, it has to go to 12. Is what I'm guessing. So let me cut those out instead. Cut the whole thing off because we're done with most of that. So we just nip it right here. Oh. All right, so 14, 12 are both on this side. Let me just use these and see how well I can get in there. Of course, the bottom, I guess, again, there's an extra piece that right there, it shouldn't be their problem. The other ones, it definitely is. $12, 14. And then the piece that goes in between the middle is K11, and there's a K11 on both of them. So the K11 right here. Oh, it's already free from the bottom part. Alright, see how there's definitely still pieces left over. Now how close you nip them, the way this model gets made is there's sprue risers or whatever you want to call them. I'm not sure. Usually it comes off the side, but I guess it keeps it from being, you know, that piece it shows on the outside if you cut on the inside technically. So maybe it is a superior way to do it. It just takes twice as long, or even longer if you had to file it. But again, it's not a race. It's something I'm extremely excited about. All right, both of these pieces, obviously it's going to go here. Okay, you got to pay attention to this piece. So it goes this way, and this is the piece it goes to first. Oh, it makes a clean cut. All right, and then go this side. This one doesn't have a peg on it. Oh, okay, I had it upside down. I was like, why is it awkward? That's a nice clean cut. Did it right on that one. Let's do the other one. We got the same pieces, but now we need the other K for this piece. It's like you're about to see some blood. I thought I was like, you're about to see blood flow. How is the world? I think we're alone now in my head. I think it's a Tiffany song. I think we're alone now. Except my brain's saying, I think we're a clone now. Why is that song in my head? Where did I go to hear all these musics? I don't listen to that music. I think my brain's trying to put me to sleep. It's like, go to bed, take a nap. You've been up since 3, go take a nap. By the way, it's not even lunchtime yet. Did I eat breakfast? Yeah, I did. Well, waking up at 3, you need to eat second breakfast. Like a hobbit. First breakfast and second breakfast. Jethro, I wonder if Jethro was kind of like the large hobbit, because he was always like, she's like, Janeway was like, I'll feed you, you know, that's awkward when you think about it now. Wasn't he only like, well, anyway. Janeway was a very old adult, but she was always hitting on Jethro, and I'm like, he could try. I don't know. I have no idea. But anyway, the point was that, he was like, one time he was starving because Granny was on doing something, I can't remember. But he was like, she said something about she will cook and stuff and something. He's like, you got me there. And she's like, I'll feed you 3 square meals a day. Go, I ain't need that little, or whatever. He's like, I ain't starved myself to death. Wait a minute. Okay, this one is right here. And you do it this way. Why does it feel like I'm doing it backwards though? Where'd the other piece go? There, it's just hiding right here. That one looks... I got it upside down. Yeah, because it doesn't look like it's coming out the same way. Hold on. If I'm holding it this way, then this piece goes like this. But it still looks like it's coming out wrong though. Maybe they just numbered them wrong here, like this is... I don't know, it should be like this though. Like that. Unless I did this one wrong. Oops. Okay, it shows you a diagram what it looks like, a cutaway of what it should look like. So maybe they're trying to say it's not quite, we can't get this direction. But that's backwards. No. I think that's a mirrored image somehow or another. Because this is the only way it works. The other way is bulging out, and it definitely does not look like that down there at all. Let's hold on. No, it's completely backwards. See how the lip is out? The lip is in on this one. All right, somehow or another the instructions are a little bit weird there, so just be aware of that. Because this won't go together if it goes the other way. All right, finally we're getting to where we got the shoulder joints and the elbow joints are going together. And then we need the E9 and E8. E's are the blue. Right here. E9 and E8. There we go. And then we need C3. And that's the only new pieces being introduced here. C is over here. That's BB. Jello. C's the red one. No, that's M. ABC. All right, here it is. It's the blue I almost forgot about. So C3 for the one we're doing. That one came off fairly easy. There's a lot of clipping we're going to have to do here. Clip, clip. It's right there, that hard to get to place. Yeah, that's why I need a few more things to make it easier. If I had my X-Acto knives, I can just, basically edge it off here like I do. To when Barbies have like their legs won't go together tightly, I shave them off with like an X-Acto knife. And it makes the line that is not completely glued together, makes it nice and smooth. So if I had an X-Acto knife, I would just go sharp, like whittle it basically. Is that a word up in the north? I'm sure MTB will watch some of these. He might be like, "What's whittle?" It's a southern word. I don't know if they even up north. All right, so we got this piece goes right here. This piece is going to go on this side because it bends that way. And then this shoulder piece goes right here. We're obviously going to add more shoulder pieces. Bloody, wow. Okay. Crap. This on the edge, I didn't see this. Yeah, see, and also another thing about sandpaper, you can get sandpaper in tighter spots. Sandpaper that down a little bit. Nope. Gotta be sandpaper a little bit more. Plus, you gotta clean this if it starts not working, because what you're doing is you're filling it full of plastic, basically. Like I don't know about you, when I was a kid, I put wax on stuff, kind of like when I was a skater, to make it smoother, so you can, you know, ride on edges and stuff if you put wax on your board. All right, and then this piece goes on here somehow, but there's a certain rib on there. Does that matter? Oh, I see where the rib goes. So it's actually this way. There is a certain way it goes. And there's like a lip right there. And that's going to be part of this, which is the up part right here. So that's why it goes like that. See? Makes it turn. Like when it's like this, it looks nice and smooth. When it bends, you can bend at a good angle there. All right. That's why the lip right there. Whew, okay. Maybe I should put this on first. See how that makes a tight fit right there? All right, still got a lot more pieces to put on this, but we'll do the other arm so we won't get too far behind. I need like a, oh, I do have a mini vac. I just thought about it. I have like this little mini vac that actually would probably do a great job for this. This one is ones you plug into like a USB port and you vacuum up your keyboard. But it would probably work really well for all these little teeny tiny pieces here, because they're starting to get in the way. Remember, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 ports to have to clean up when I'm done. Actually 6. Yeah, the weird thing was this morning, I was like, am I going down to Myrtle Beach this morning? It's like, no, because it's the coldest morning. I thought next week was being colder, but it's not. And it's not that it's cold and I can't drive in the cold. It's just that I gotta get up early and watch the water and make sure I don't lose water. That one Christmas was so bad. We lost water for a long time because it cracked the thing. And of course, after a big snap like that, there's not gonna be any plumbers around. And my dad was wanting to do it. He was starting to have dementia, so it took him forever. And I had to go behind him and make sure he had everything right. Because he's the handyman. Was. And, but he was, even then, I could tell he just couldn't do it. But, he was, I forgot what the word is. Basically, it's when you put something in a permanently on position. I was like, okay, the pump, of course, is going to start off like, you know, having to pump water after you prime it. But it wouldn't shut off, and I went to the beach when I came back, and I was like, he's like, no, it hasn't shut off. I'm going, he fused the, in other words, like there's wires going in, then the wires going out, and there's like an in between that when the pressure goes down, it makes a connection. It's hard to explain, but these are the pumps don't cost as much, because they only pump like, there's only like, you go 10 feet down, you're in water. Now ours goes down 30 feet because we want better water, and you could tell the difference. All right. Now before I connect it, I'll make sure there's nothing. It's gonna be terrible. That one over there is terrible. So the wells are, it's just a sub pump. It's really not, it's only like $400, $500 to replace it, which I know is not like, you're like, wow, that's not just that much money compared to some of the other things. Yes, that's pretty cheap compared to other ones. Okay, let me go ahead and give that a bend. And go this way with it. So I'm going to do the opposite of what I see on the, well, I guess I can do it the same way. My brain's just thinking one's a left arm, one's a right arm. This one, that one was the other arm, so this will go this way. I feel like that's going on way too easy. I might need to glue that on because look, it slides on too easy. The other one I had to force it up in there. I almost crushed everything doing it. So yeah, I mean, I know I'd lose a bicep swivel there, but I still got it down here. All right. Maybe this will go in and push that apart and make it tighter. I think I got lucky because I think there's only one way it goes. Yeah, that actually did tighten it up, weirdly enough. All right, so that's a left arm, right arm. All right, now we're going to get the other pieces. We got M23. These are the red ones. So M23 goes on first. M24 goes on the other arm, and it goes, it's a teeny tiny piece. It's right here. And it's already pretty much separated except for one piece right there. Don't clip my fingers off. Let me 24 is its opposite piece. There's parts to clean. Something this tiny. This is kind of, all right. I like color separation, but not this much. This is a little bit on the much side right here. I'd rather this be something that, I don't know, that this piece goes under something. All right, on this thing, it goes, actually it says it's the second thing. I saw that, I thought it was a 1, but it says 2. So you got to put on this piece and that piece. So the B piece goes on first. So there's 2 different B pieces, of course. There's 2 different B rails. B aggressive. B aggressive. B4. My butt is hurting. Oh, no wonder it's like 52 minutes watching or doing this. It's like my butt can't take any more of this. It's sitting down too much. I'm surprised the cats haven't. Well, when it scratches at the back door, she's in here. Alright, after this, I gotta take a break because my butt's broken. And see, my butt got broke when I was a baby, and there's a crack in it now. So that's why I can't sit too long. Yeah, sitting too long, not good for 2 reasons. One, I could pass out, from low, like my blood pressure drops. That's why I'm shaking my right leg, and it might be shaking the camera, so eek. Didn't think about that. Trying to shake it a little bit less conspicuously. Okay, this is a little bit more challenging. I'm almost worried that that piece right there is not fitting up right, but there's 2 pieces it's fitting into, but there's also these pieces, which makes me wonder. That's not, okay, that's not a piece, that's just the swivel joint. So it's not going to click onto that. So there we go. My brain's trying to get it to go into those pieces as well. And then you put this piece in. So I'm going to glue that piece in. That's way too small. But make sure it fits first before I even think about putting glue on it. Plus, you might want to get a clamp that part right there. And I need to go back and sandpaper it a little bit more. And then glue it in. Man, I'm thirsty. Oh my gosh. Okay. Where's my pliers? There's no way I can get this with my fingers. It's so tiny I can't even get to it with the file. Oh, that metal on metal. Sends chills up my spine. Okay, this is why it's very important to get as close as you can on these things. I think after this, I'll get up and sharpen all my tools. This little teeny tiny. See, what they should have done is this should have been not such a tiny piece, but like they could have made the middle part here a full layer of the red and then put this on top the white on top after you put the red down. Because this red piece right here, I'm going to get frustrated. It's so small and my fingers are so fat. I'm not a Chinese kid or something. I can't put this together like they can. I begin to wonder if I got it going in the right way. And I know you're thinking, no, this is Japanese. I bought this from AliExpress, so that's why I say Chinese. I know the difference between a Chinese and a Japanese, trust me. My best friend was Vietnamese back in high school, and he hated when total strangers would say something about him being Chinese. He's like, excuse me? She's like, I ain't Chinese. Okay, getting this into the hole is plumb near impossible. So, I mean... Alright, it seems like maybe we're supposed to put this in first and then put on the white part. Plus my attention span is gone. Okay, almost, dang it. There. I don't think you have to glue that thing in. It ain't going in. It's hard to get in there. Whew, yeah, I'm going to have to... It feels like... Alright. I need to shave it down somewhere, obviously. But we're finally getting the hands, the arms at least. Like there, see? Alright. For this piece, we're going to need this little teeny tiny piece. What's the best tool? Let me get the white piece first. Now, the white piece is on the other bead one. Okay, there is a piece right here. I might not have cleaned off this enough. That may have been what's preventing it from going in. It looks like a sugar cookie is right below me with all these colorful pieces. Like, I mean, I ate sugar cookies and left all the sprinkles down here. Son of a gun. Man, my fingers are tired. They're just like, they ain't having it. They're not like, I'm not doing any more work today. I've had enough work today. Suck it up, buttercup. I can tell I'm tired. I thought I saw something move across the table, but it was just a little blue piece. My parallax was hitting it with the, looking through the camera with one eye and not seeing it with the other. Yeah, I think maybe this white piece is what, right here. Should have been shaved down a little bit better to make it a little bit easier. All right. Where'd it go? Oh, it's right there. It's just blending in. Okay. Now for the tiniest red piece in the world. What if I crimp it with the lip right here? Not too hard. Maybe I get a little bit closer. There's a huge oversight, but keep it clipped. All right, it did mar though. Unfortunately, the pliers I was using marred it some. Here's what's hard is to figure out which way its orientation is, because it doesn't go but one way, and I think it's this way. And that's why I think maybe I may have gotten it wrong on the other one. Oh crap! So my fingers are overshooting it. Oh, there we go. Yeah, once I'm sure I know which way that is, I need to glue that whole side right there and then put a clamp on it overnight. My voice is about gone. But we're going to take a break right here because my butt is broke. All right, see you guys later.